I don't really do the whole introduction thing. I don't really do anything because this is the second video I've ever made, and I don't really make videos. I'm just really bored and felt like kickstarting my YouTube career again. I'm not going to bore you with some long ass how I've been because no one gives a fuck. There might be a lot of noise in the background because there's 3 kids here. I've got 3 siblings and they never shut up, so that's just how it's going to be. By the way, I'm from New Zealand. A lot of people ask if I'm from the UK or Australia whenever they hear my voice, but I'm from New Zealand, so there is that. Today, I'm just going to be telling you one of the horrific stories of when I was drunk, one of many, and been a near-death experience for me. So I've been saying on my live streams that I would share this, and I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do my makeup at the same time. Please don't expect it to be anything amazing. I'm a really bad multitasker, so talking and doing my makeup at the same time is gonna be a shit show. It's all trial and error. Yeah. So if you don't want to hear about underage drinking or urine, I do have this moisturizer that I may or may not have stolen, but anyway, it smells like ass. Kind of smells like you've just mowed the lawns and then chucked all the lawn clippings on your face. I'm gonna try keep this story as short and sweet as possible because I hate story times that have every single detail in them. Like when you watch a YouTuber telling a story and they're like, and then I opened the door with my left hand. Me and about 4 other friends went to a party in a town close by. So I was 17, so I couldn't go to clubs. I had to go to house parties. So I was always every Friday night on a search for a house party to go to, and every Saturday night. Like I always had to be doing something. You know, when you're 17, you're starting to get into drinking and you just kind of don't know when to stop. So I would drink 2 bottles of wine. Have I got the fucking marching band down my driveway? No! So you know how I said, is there a marching band outside my house? There actually was. There's a truck with a band of high school students on it blowing trumpets, and they just asked us for money. So I gave them $2, so don't ever say I didn't give anything to charity. Need some Red Bull after that. I would always go to a party and take 2 bottles of wine. I wasn't into the whole like cruises or like pre-mixed drinks in the bottles and the boxes that you'd buy to take to parties like most teenagers drink. I like to just go hardcore straight away. So I would drink 1 bottle in the first like hour, you know, as you do. I was pretty drunk by this point, getting to that stumbling stage where you're just a bit like, whoa, fuck. I'm one of those girls that starts drinking and needs to go to the bathroom every like 7 minutes, and it's really annoying. Everyone thinks I've got like diarrhea, but I actually don't. I just need to piss. I swear I don't have diarrhea. So I needed to pee, and there was a clump of girls standing in front of the bathroom door that I didn't like and they didn't like me, and I didn't want to wait in line for the bathroom next to them because they were all assholes. So I decided to go in the garden. So I went to go pee outside, right? And I said to my friends, wait here, I'll be back in a second. So I went into this girl's garden. No one was outside, so no one saw me go into the garden. Now, what I thought was a garden was actually, it was like the start of a forest with a cliff. Just imagine, You're walking, it's pitch black, you're in what you think's a garden but it's actually a forest, and you go to pull your pants down, step back into the garden, and then just tumble backwards because it wasn't a garden, it was a fucking cliff. There I was, rolling down the cliff, and it took about 2 seconds before I actually realised what was going on because I was so drunk. I didn't know what was happening. Like 2 seconds into my fall, I realised, fuck, I'm rolling down this hill, and it was steep. I start freaking out because I won't stop rolling. It wasn't until I smacked my head on a tree trunk, and then I stopped, obviously. Dizzy as fuck, pitch black, didn't know where I was, didn't know where to go, didn't know how to get back up. And I was so far down that, you know, my friends were probably looking for me, thinking that I was like shitting myself in the bush. When I stopped on the tree trunk and I stood up, I could hear water. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Tree's here, water starts here. That tree stopped me from falling into the river. So I would have been swept away in the current, drunk, probably would have died. What I do is I pull my pants down and I go to the bathroom like I was going to, like I intended to, before it all went to shit. I didn't want to call for help because I'm not that kind of person. I was like, it's embarrassing if the whole party sees me falling down this cliff and have to help me up. So I start making my way back up this cliff. I'm covered in dirt. I was wearing a bright pink dress. My hair was filled with leaves and dirt and sticks. Climbing up this cliff that's like this steep, and I finally make it up after like 10 to 15 minutes. My friends are waiting and they were like, where have you been? We were starting to get worried. So I grabbed my friends and I took them behind the bush and I said, remember when I went to pee? Showed them, shined the torch on this massive cliff, and I was like, I just fell down that. And they all just thought it was the most funny thing they've ever heard in their whole life. They said, did your phone and all your stuff fall out of your pocket? Because I was wearing a dress that had a pocket right like here, like a little square pocket right in the front of my dress. So I put all my things in there. Because I was rolling down this hill, they all gradually fell out with me down the cliff. I was like, no, and then I checked and there was nothing in my fucking pocket. So down the cliff I went again, and I ended up finding them all and it was fine. And the rest of the party never found out. But to this day, like, I remember as I was falling, I was actually so terrified that I was never going to stop, and I couldn't do anything about it because everything I was grabbing onto to stop myself kept snapping because I had that much momentum that everything I grabbed onto just came down with me. It's like we're in the middle of the city. What I thought, that's where I thought we were. I thought we're in the middle of the city. Clearly not. We're in the fucking Amazon or something. I should try end my videos like a generic like YouTuber that is really cheesy. Okay guys, so that's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Try to get this video to 50,000 thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Say hi to your mom for me and your dog, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful life. Something gay like that. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna say fucking peace out, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, cool. We're over that. We're done.